you, ma'am.
Keep singing it.
Thank
Keep
you,
singing.
ma'am.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Wham,
Wham,
bam,
bam,
thank
thank
you,
you, ma'am.
ma'am.
What's up, guys? You know it's got to be an interesting video when you see Tom MacDonald with a huge American flag saying "Can't cancel all of us." CliffBeats, no script, off the rip with the one and only.
Your girl Karen.
All right. I have no idea what I'm walking into here, guys. Do me a favor, go like, go subscribe, show love to the one and only Tom MacDonald. The last song that he did, that you really liked, it went #1. It was all over the radio.
Oh,
Yeah, it did very well.
that's awesome.
He's got the acoustic out. I have a feeling we're going probably down the same road here. I see we're in a warehouse, it looks like. Looks like a warehouse I used to work in when I was like 18.
I wonder if there's okay. So it says new album dropping April 20. I wonder if the
It might be
genre is just
he will. So most independent artists, what they'll do is they'll drop singles from the album as the album drops, and then when you get the album, there's a few extra songs on there that didn't make the didn't make the interweb.
Ooh.
All right, guys, go like, go subscribe, and what should they do if they enjoy watching with us?
Hit that subscribe.
You had to think about it.
Well, because you said go like, go subscribe already.
The time it down. I like saying it twice, 3 times.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
All right, we'd love to have you two, Hangover Gang. Let's go.
Let's go.
Can't cancel all of us. What do we got?
They told me, be a man, boy, toughen up. Then they let women become men, they tricked me. They told me, speak your mind if you're brave enough. And I spoke up and I got canceled quickly. We were always too young and too nice. And now we're too old and too white. You're either too left or too right. Well, we're speaking our minds tonight. 'Cause you can't cancel all of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all of us, we'll burn the stars and the stripes. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause the internet
Roseanne?
ain't real life.
Hold on. He just did the Mark Goddard wink at me. That's what he just did. He just winked at us. So these are people. I just don't know their names. I'm horrible with names, but they look like people who I've seen before. I don't know where I've seen them before. But I think they were canceled before from social media.
Interesting. I thought they were like some sort of like friend group or something.
Well, I've seen Roseanne Barr, and she
I
got
didn't
canceled for
notice.
over a damn. Twitter was canceling everybody. YouTube was doing it. I mean, if you talked about anything like medication related during that time, and at that time things were you have to do it this way. Now things are different, and they say, oh, it really actually doesn't work that way according to the CDC. I have to speak in foreign tongue basically because I still don't want to get canceled, but you had to be very careful and tiptoe around these topics. So
Okay.
this must be some people that got canceled over time. I just don't know their names.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Roseanne Barr right in the middle. Remember she did the rap with the braids? All right. No, it's not.
Be a man, boy, just like your dad. That told me everything I am is toxic. They said the color of your skin doesn't make you bad, but mine makes me racist. Got it. We were always too weak.
But mine makes me a racist. Got it.
Deep. I think that there is a level of like
No, there's some real truth to that
you
shit.
just kind of get labeled no matter what color your skin is, and that's unfortunately the whole point. You can't just label people based on their skin color.
No, I know, but like with how much white people have oppressed people over time to these days
history.
today over history. Yeah, now it doesn't matter. White people are instantly like more so now than ever. Like kind of labeled a racist and you don't even know them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he was saying right there. Was just like, great, got it. Like
Yeah.
people even hit me with it. Like I'm inner city Chicago, South Side. Like there's not a racist bone in my body, But since I'm on here breaking down hip hop bars, are like, no credibility at
Whatever
all.
the case may be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even though I'm a rapper and a writer, I can't be because I'm white. It's just like, okay, like I'm a part of the culture too, even though you don't like it. I don't know what to tell you. Like, oh well, it's African culture, and it's like, it was created. I see what they're trying to say, but it was created in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like New York, it's from America, hip hop. you know, from Black and Latinos predominantly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's bring this back. Anything you want to add on to that or no?
Nada.
If you have any opposing viewpoints.
No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, let's go. That's a deep line. Good line.
It's toxic. They said the color of your skin doesn't make you bad, but mine makes me racist. Got it. We were always too weak and too afraid, and now we're too male and too straight. You're either too real or too fake. Well, we're speaking our minds today. 'Cause you can't cancel all of us anymore than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side. And you can't cancel all.
Oh, wait. I know that guy. He used to be an actor. Was he Conan? He was something. Hercules, maybe? In the 90s? Holy shit.
You can take my job away for something I may have said online, but you can't control a man who won't comply. And you can call me every name that you might think will hurt my pride, but if you think you're stopping me, you're out your mind. 'Cause you can't cancel.
Tito Ortiz? That was Tito Ortiz.
Oh, no idea.
That was the UFC with Chuck Liddell. That was a little bit before your time.
Wait,
Before-
I think go.
'Cause you can't cancel.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I do know who he is.
Okay.
He looks very different.
Well, he's a lot older now. Yeah, we're used to seeing him all
Very roided out.
jacked up. Yeah. A lot of cameos. What's going on? I know him. He's an actor as well, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, see, here's the issue. Karen and I really didn't internet. Like we don't. I just started YouTube in 2021, so I don't know, and I don't watch the internet. Like I don't go on here and really. I watch musicians, and I like to break down their music. But there's tons of cameos, obviously here.
Yeah.
But I don't know them all, so forgive me. I can't list them all. If someone wants to list them down below, hit me with it.
All of us, and you're more than welcome to try. But you can't cancel all of us, 'cause we're standing here side by side.
Okay. Okay, so this was definitely different from the last record.
Mm-hmm.
Just so it doesn't go into some other crazy video that I don't know what it is. So yeah, I see this as kind of like a, I don't know what that is. Like a kind of like a for people who got canceled in the past, you know, rightfully or wrongfully so. Who know? I don't know what some of them did, you know, to be honest with you. If it was over a stupid tweet or something, I don't know. A lot of people were losing their, so like I said, their platforms or their jobs, or because he even said that line about you could take my job away from me. You know, people were losing like their acting gigs and stuff like that just for like speaking their mind, you know. You don't always have to agree with somebody on something, but like to take away their livelihood and like ruin families and shit, like just over like someone's opinion is absolutely insane. So this to me felt like he was making a song for everybody else who lost it all, you know, and then just had a bunch of cameos in here.
Yeah.
Is that?
Sorry, I guess I'm just thinking of like, there's just so much going on where like, it's crazy. Like, just it seems that, you know, both sides were fighting for. I do like that he said you could be left, you could be right, and he's not necessarily tying to one or the other.
No.
But where I was going is that there's so much going on that it seems like as a people, we just kind of want to be able to speak our mind,
Yeah.
and in some ways not always feel like it's going to have a huge major consequence, right? Like for people who are protesting in schools and now you end up being arrested and you know like fucking like that kind of stuff is wild, because you should be able to do normal things like protest, speak your mind
That's
against.
your right. Yeah.
It is a constitutional right. And so, you know, it just seems like that's what we're all wanting, just our rights. And
Well, I'm glad. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you out. I'm glad you pointed that out, saying like he didn't say. He said it doesn't matter if you're left or right. You know, it's a lot of people will instantly lean on Tom being, oh, he's right. You know what I'm saying? Because he has the American flag and he represents a lot of stuff. And he even went to one of Trump's whatever he was going around, whatever
rallies.
one of his rallies. I don't know if it was a rally, whatever he was doing, one of his speeches, whatever you want to call them. You know, and yeah, but Tom's always kind of been in the middle, but you've seen him slowly start to, you know, lean more conservative, you know, but that's his opinion. He's allowed to have it. And when people get, I don't know, like I can see where some people get angry and stuff, but at the same time, like you said, like taking away their livelihood or their rights is one. It's like, that's a little bit too much. You know, people got to learn how to like agree to disagree and be able to have healthy conversations, you know, and at the end of the day, it's really the rich versus the poor, and all of us poor people need to fucking come together.
But I think his message is also that, like, find your people, because you are, when you realize, like, one of the things that it made me think about is once you realize that there's so many folks they were trying to cancel, eventually when they do come together, then it's like, wow, this is actually a large group and they have the ability to just kind of come together and do their own thing and not be canceled. So it's kind of, you know, support who you want to support, don't support who you don't want to support, and that's that. Like,
yeah, for sure. I agree with that. But there were doctors who had like who owned patents to like the vaccine and stuff that were being canceled or being deplatformed for talking about their patents or, you know, the structure of the actual vaccine and stuff, and like they were just pulling them instantly, like nope. If it had any conflicting ideals, they were like nope, and then they would just lose everything, all their credibility. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little bit too harsh.
yeah, that's different. That's not canceling. That's like, that's censoring. That's, you know, almost different. To me, canceling is like, I no longer support this person. Who cares? And then now this person's like, damn, my money is hit because I said something and people feel some type of way about it. And so I'm not, the people that supported me before were not the people that resonate with me.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at it from like a point of view of like, all right, so say like I go live, right, and I go and I listen to a song from somebody and I try to monetize it. YouTube will hit me with a community guideline strike, right? Well, they were doing this thing where like you weren't getting a community guideline strike. YouTube would just be like, there goes your channel for speaking your mind. And it's like, whoa. Like it'd be like I said, it'd be like a doctor who actually helped create the actual medicine. And it's like, that's a little odd. So
That's different. Yeah.
yeah,
that's
that's where things. Is a whole
gets
another.
thicker.
Yeah, and like I said, forgive us because we
Or
really, Karen and I work like ungodly amounts of hours, so we don't get a lot of time to watch these creators. So forgive us, but respect to all the creators. For anybody who got canceled, you know, we hope you're able to make a comeback. And I've been on that side of the fence too. Trust me, YouTube's been trying to take me out for how many years now? 3 years?
The whole time.
The whole time, all 3 years, going on 4 years, 4 years almost. And we did what? I did what, 400,000? No, I did 100,000 subscribers in like 4 or 5 months. And then all of a sudden they just like flipped the switch on me. Like they asked me if I wanted to work with them, and I was like, I'd rather grow organically. And they were like, oh, we respect your decision. Message us back if you change your mind. And then all of a sudden, like my channel just died. And then all of a sudden I had invalid traffic. I had bugs in my system. They kept coming up with all types of crazy excuses. Remember that one time they told me they took all my revenue and so they had to give it back to the advertisers? And I was like, what? They called it invalid traffic. I was like, what does that mean? They were like, oh, it was fake viewers watching your content. I'm like, from where? Like, are you accusing me of like buying bots? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Because like, I don't understand that. This is when I didn't understand the terminology. It was just crazy to watch, but yeah. Tom did his thing. He's got an album dropping. Make sure you go cop it. April 29th. 25th. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I think that's a 5.
Well, I think I need to get some new contacts. I'm getting too old over here, people.
The lights are bright.
It's 22 trending right now for music. So go like, go subscribe. Please, you love to Tom MacDonald's. On to the next one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed our little mini podcast at the end here. And again, to all the creators, please do not feel offended if anybody's watching our reaction. We don't get a chance to watch a lot of content online, but we do love listening to music. So, Tom, keep doing your thing, and we love you. Stay safe. If anybody needs me, my Instagram's linked in the description down below. If you're dealing with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, PTSD, addiction, a bad breakup, whatever the case may be, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I'm always here for you guys. Thank you so much for giving us a platform, and we love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. It's on to the next one. You ready?
Peace.
She said, peace. There's going to be a little box that pops up next to this beautiful young lady. Do me a favor. Click it. We hope you enjoy it. You dancing with your fingers?
Yeah.
I lost my mouse. I got it back.
Find it.
I like that line about, like, you could be too real as well. Like, if you're, like, too fake or too real. That was heavy. I like that.